Hi everyone, and welcome to Soul Wisdom Wednesday. It is a really pretty day here. We've been having crazy heat, but it's really nice to have some lower temperatures and some rain yesterday. And yet, the storms are also bringing a lot of emotional storms too. So I want to talk a little bit about Mercury being in retrograde right now. For those of you who are aware of it, you know that there is this sort of celestial force that happens a few times a year that really kind of zaps us and, excuse me, really makes us kind of look at our stuff, and our emotions get big and everything feels magnified, and there's communication problems and technology problems and all kinds of stuff. And boy, this one's been a doozy for several people. Mercury went into retrograde on the 8th of July, and it goes out on the 1st, although there's kind of a 3-week die-off period. And the reason I'm bringing this up is that literally the last couple of weeks, so many clients have come in just falling apart at the seams, feeling like their worlds are completely falling apart, that situations are just phenomenally bad for them and catastrophic. And yet when I'm sitting listening to them, I can tell that this is old stuff coming up. And it's stuff that is trying to get their attention to push them forward. And yet, boy, does it feel bad. It feels really bad. And so I've been trying to reassure people that, okay, this is partially you, yes, but this is partially universe trying to push stuff to the surface so that we deal with it. And I'm going to explain this real quickly, and then I'm going to give you a few tips on how to get through this and how to look for what your emotions are trying to tell you right now. So again, 3 or 4 times a year, depending on the year, Mercury, the planet Mercury, comes zooming by Earth because it's closer to the sun and it circumnavigates the sun faster. And so it comes zooming by Earth, and it creates this gravitational pull that one of my friends calls it the speedboat effect, that there's this shockwave effect. And that really is kind of what happens, is that emotions can be up and down, technology can be up and down. My internet was all over the place these last few weeks. Other technology issues, phones were giving us problems. And the thing with Mercury is that I look at it as the universe's way of helping us deal with the stuff that's already there, but that we might not really be investing in and putting a lot of time into. Because really it's our old stuff that keeps coming up. It's our stuff that needs to come to the surface or come to that forefront, get right in front of us, so that we pay attention to it and we attend to it and we consciously look at it so that we can move beyond it. That is conscious evolution, but that's also the way that our wonderful universe helps us do this, is it puts stuff really big in our way so that we don't have a choice but to look at it or feel it. And so I try to encourage people. I have it in my calendar. Every year I look it up to see when it's coming so I can kind of prepare, because I know clients are going to come in feeling like they are falling apart at the seams. And it all depends on where your astrology is when it goes in. So I won't go into the whole effect, but if you're curious, just go ahead and look online, and it will help you understand how Mercury affects you. But the main thing is to take a look at what it is trying to tell you. What is the stuff that's coming up right in front of you? What is it that you need to work through and move beyond so that you can get beyond it and evolve way past anything that keeps tripping you up? Otherwise, it will find you. It will come back. And if you don't clean out, my whole soul health model is about cleaning out what doesn't fit and continually really assessing what's not fitting in my life, who's not fitting in my life, what dynamic, what behavior, what thought is not working in my life, and then filling up with what is going to help you evolve and what is going to help take you to that next level. And so the universe, through Mercury, through Moon, through a lot of other celestial kinds of things, puts stuff in our presence, puts stuff in our sphere, our hologram, so big that we can't ignore it. And my charge to people is, if you could step back and look at what it is trying to tell you, you're gonna have all the keys you need in order to move beyond it. But a lot of times we feel so devastated or so mired or so exhausted and overwhelmed by all of the emotion and all the things that go on during this period, that we don't step back to go, oh, wow, what is this really trying to tell me? What can I move beyond in this situation? So I just want to give you this primer. So we are past the hump, past the peak of Mercury, but we're on that downslope. We've got until next Wednesday, I think is the first Wednesday, or Thursday is the first of the month. We've got till then to really kind of feel the big part of it. And then again, there's this die-off period of about 3 weeks. So spend this time cleaning out, spend this time paying attention, spend this time asking yourself what it is that the universe is trying to tell you. What are your emotions trying to tell you? What are your old thoughts that are coming up again trying to tell you? If you're having memories of past relationships, family members, or boyfriends, girlfriends, friendships that have been very difficult, well, then what is it trying to tell you? What is it trying to help you clean out and solve and resolve and evolve beyond, so that you don't have to keep tripping up on that kind of stuff? So this has been a big one for a lot of people. Like I said, I've had many more clients than typical really reeling, just being overwhelmed with a lot of their emotions. And I have a friend up in Maine who I texted the other day, and I said, so this was what my day was like at work. What was your day like? Because she's a therapist, she does a lot of spiritual work as well, and she said it was the exact same for her, that almost every client was just coming in falling apart at the seams. So there's a lot going on. But pay attention to it. It's here to help you, even though it feels really bad and really uncomfortable. It's here to put it in your face to say, hey, you got some work to do. And if we are people who ignore the things that are going on, it's going to feel worse. Or you're going to fall into some old behaviors of coping, meaning that you're going to eat more, or you're going to drink more, or you're going to dive into TV more, or whatever it is that you do to try to hide from it. You're going to feel pressed not to do that. So move beyond it, move beyond it, move beyond it. That's what conscious evolution is. That is what your soul is here to do, is to feel it, move through the human condition part of it, and then transcend and just live in that radiant life. So just this really important primer that we've got another week left of this, but I just wanted to remind people that that's what's going on, and I would love to hear if anything in particular is going on for you, because I know that, again, this has been a big one for a lot of people. So anyway, hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday, and I will be back soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.